Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor, and yes, I am a Ghostbuster. I worked at IRS for how long? 10 long years. I have worked thousands of IRS cases, so the stuff I tell you is extremely valuable. I'm here to give you information today. These are not infomercials. People need information. Of course, I'm available for representation, but I want to tell you about IRS serious tax debt that you owe. IRS coined this term. Oh, by the way, I've been on national TV like a bunch of times. Go to my website if you want to learn about me. IRS considered, or this term came up, serious tax debt when they decided to take people's passports away. IRS is very clever. Just a statistic you should know, 80% of the people that owe IRS tax debt owe under $50,000. So what IRS is trying to do is they're trying to go ahead and center using AI to resolve these $50,000 cases. That's what IRS's future is going to be. This is what IRS is going to be walking into, just so you know. If you are in that 20% of that people, so let's just pretend there's about 4 to 5 million people owe more than $50,000, you have to go ahead and resolve that tax debt. The problem is if you owe over $62,000, four things generally can happen to you. You'll get a lien filed. They'll probably go ahead, take away your passport or hold it, put a freeze on it. They may send out a wage garnishment or a bank levy. Now, keep in mind that you have to have an exit strategy when you have all this debt. So what is an exit strategy, and what does that mean? Well, for instance, when clients come to me, I've got to solve their problem. You've got to solve your problem. What's an exit strategy? How are you going to resolve your case with IRS? There's only 3 ways to do that. By putting yourself on a payment agreement with IRS. Some of the times you can do that online, depending on the case. You can go ahead and enter offer. You can file an offer in compromise, or you can be put in currently non-collectible because you don't owe the money. But you have to do this when you get to the point that you get a CP 504, especially the LT11. At that point in time, if you don't have an exit strategy and you sit back like an ostrich and you put your head in the sand, IRS is going to do one of those 4 things that I mentioned to you. You know what stops that? A simple call to IRS and having an exit strategy. That isn't a plan to take care of the debt. That means you have to give IRS that financial statement, and they'll determine what you're going to go in. Currently non-collectible, payment agreement, offer. Now remember, they're going to decide where your fate goes. However, proper planning by using the right professional kind of changes the compass of that outcome, and that's why you use professional people. Now, some cases you don't have the money, do it yourself. You don't need anybody. But if you need a professional, get a professional. You're welcome to call me. Anyway, that's what you need to do. Make sure, the most important thing, file all your tax returns. IRS wants you completely filed, and make sure if you're self-employed, you're making your estimate payments. IRS wants to know you have stopped the problem. Thank you for listening. Give me a subscription. Text me a message or send me an email. If I can, I try to get to them. Thank you so much. I appreciate your ear today.